What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Top 5 Fortnite Plays of the Week, the series where we show off 5 of the most insane plays in Fortnite. We here at Top 5 Gaming have seen everything from players getting boxed in by traps to willingly launching themselves into a pit of demise. On that note, let's get straight into it. Number 5. So the 50v50 mode was probably the coolest extra mode Fortnite has ever had. That's right, I said it. High explosives was fun, but there was nothing better than seeing a herd of green arrows migrating toward the circle. It was pretty much exactly what you'd expect, 50 people on each team fighting it out to be the last one standing. Instead of the slower action of Fortnite's normal mode, you basically had these giant wars with 2 massive teams slowly advancing on each other and building these giant bases to fight from. Seriously, it was one of the coolest things ever. The thing with having 50 players on each team is that you can get some pretty insane kill streaks, like really insane. A guy called Vadagama was put in a pretty impossible situation. There were 6 people on his team and 21 people on the enemy team. So he channeled his inner Rambo and decided to go deep into enemy territory. And that was where he absolutely popped off. Vladagma or Vladagama, I don't know, that's the name. Yeah, I said it. Got kill after kill, taking people out with his pump. He used his shotgun and his scar while the entire enemy team was trying to snipe players that were far away. He managed to get the game to the point where there were 3 people on his team and only 6 left on the enemies. Like, he nearly clutched the entire thing. But I guess all's well that ends well because, well, Vatic was getting hyped over all of his kills. Someone snuck up behind him and sniped him straight through the head. Such a noble way for a hero to go. Congrats on your number 5 spot. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm all out of materials, fucking
what
hell.
What the heck, Eddie?
They're expecting me.
I'm watching, watch out, look out, look out, look out. Oh my god.
He's camping in the corner, there's 2 there, teammates.
Bro.
I need to
Eddie, I'm recording, keep going.
I gotta put a medkit.
Dude, I'm on a fucking rampage, dude. Rampage Jackson coming in hot.
You, hold on, Eddie, I don't have a gun right now.
What's up, niggas? Fucking Rampage Jackson coming in hot. What's up, fool? What's up, niggas? Fucking
Get the golf
building
Eddie,
up
I'm
in
coming.
here. I need help.
I'm coming, Eddie. There's one more.
You sure you need help, nigga? Fuck this, I don't need help, nigga. I'm a hiker. I do wagers.
I need a gun.
Holy shit.
I need a gun,
What's
Eddie.
up,
Let
fool?
me loot.
What the?
I'm loot, nigga.
Eddie,
I'm
how
going
many
off
kills
right
you
now.
got?
I'm fucking going caught champs, nigga. I'm winning caught champs for us. Let's go. Fucking
Look out, Eddie, you're
Redacted.
weak, you're weak.
Holy shit, I'm absolute.
I don't know what's going on, Eddie.
It's all good,
Oh my
nigga. I'm a
God.
fucking hyper. I'm killing everything I see right now.
What's
Dude, I need
going on?
bullets. I'm literally shaking, dude, because you already know your boy is winning this bitch. I'm
Watch
winning
out,
this.
he naded
shit,
you,
I'm out
Eddie.
of bullets. I'm a fucking hyper,
I
dude.
got your help.
I do wagers.
He's knocked,
I
he's
do
knocked,
fucking
Eddie.
wagers, dude. I do wagers. I'm a cap chat, bro. What's up, nigga?
Ah,
I'm a fucking high
hey!
here.
I'm at
What's
30
going on?
health.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you too. Fuck all you niggas. You want some too? Eat my horse dick. Oh my god, dude. We're not losing. We're not losing, bro.
How many kills do you
Yo,
have,
dead
Eddie?
ass zone 3.
Oh,
Oh
Eddie,
shit.
I'm dead.
What's up, fool?
How many kills did you have, Eddie?
Number 4. The silenced pistol is sometimes good for the early game, but for the rest of the time, there's a greater chance that you'll come across enemies who are better equipped to take you out. But I guess that didn't stop Avery from trying to close out a game of Fortnite by using the silenced pistol. Getting the last kill would be pretty cool by itself, but he took things a step further. Earlier in the game, Avery and his team had built a giant stairway to heaven, and it was from way up there that Avery decided to take his shots. It took about 6 shots to kill the guy with the weapon at that range, but it was actually awesome to see a kill come out from that height with the silenced pistol to actually secure the win.
He's under the start of our ramp somewhere. Oh, he's coming up. Is he taking out the ramp? Oh, douche. Yeah, watch
Got
out.
him. Oh!
Nice.
Thank God. I shot him 6 times up here, dude. Oh. 6 times up in the sky barrier.
How many kills do we get?
10.
I only had 4.
11.
I didn't do anything that game.
25.
25 kill game. Not too shabby. Oh, man. That was redonk.
Number 3. In the right hands, an RPG can be the most powerful weapon in the game. Obviously, since, I mean, it is a giant explosive, but you get the point. Like, if you're not any good with this thing, you're probably never going to land a rocket, and you'll make the gun look pretty bad. But some guys pull off some pretty crazy stunts. The OG Swag Panda is one of those people, which you could tell just from the name, who make the rocket launcher just look absolutely insane. He was the last guy left on his team against a group of 3 other people who were still on the same team. They all rushed him up on the hill because they thought it was an easy win. And I mean, come on, it was one guy against like 3 others. It really should have been an easy win, but what they didn't realize was that Swag Panda had an RPG in his inventory. One that he whipped out and used to send them all to death in a single shot.
I want that scar.
Oh, right there. Yes. Oh my God!
Number 2. So sure, Noah J456 might have a little bit of a habit of raging when things don't go his way in Fortnite, but even he has some pretty crazy moments in the game. In this clip, he builds his way right up to the top of a mountain, then goes off on an absolute tear against a group of people below him. He takes the first guy out with a sniper, the second guy with a rifle, then 2 more with a grenade launcher. Then Noah starts to bounce around on a launch pad to confuse someone who'd made it up the mountain to him. Before taking out the guy with his rifle as well, Noah wanted to take the last guy out with a trick shot and basically started bouncing up and down off the jump pad until he could make it down to where the guy was on his glider, and then he just no-scoped him to the face. Like, this clip would have been great even if Noah didn't manage to get the trick shot in the end because he managed to kill so many guys, but the fact that he actually managed to get the no-scope straight after gliding down from the top of the mountain was just insane.
Oh my gosh, no.
Oh, he tagged me. He did. Hey, listen.
Oh my gosh, Noah. Oh, Noah. Noah the Destroyer. Noah the Destroyer.
Oh my God.
Noah, last one. Last one.
Oh, it's
kill
us.
him. No, kill him. No,
There's
it's
two,
not the
there's
last
two,
one.
there's
Not the
two,
last
there's
one.
two.
2 more. Two.
Wait, he's coming up behind you. You're
He's
ramp.
coming
You're
up.
ramp. Oh my God, Noah.
Noah just trick shot him. Oh my God.
Just watching this from far.
Oh my God.
I'm so lost.
These other guys.
Okay, don't kill him. Don't kill him. We gotta trick shot him.
No, just kill him. Just kill him.
We got.
Noah's going up for some crazy ish right now. Noah's making me nervous, man.
No,
I'm
we're
scared.
right
This is how it is to spectate. It's scary.
I see him.
Oh, he's coming up now.
Where?
Yeah, he's-
Yep, I see him.
Oh, right behind him, Noah. Oh no, Noah. Oh no, Noah. Oh no, Noah.
Yes!
Oh my God!
Why are these such easy wins?
That's how we freaking play, boys. Let's go.
Number 1. Traps are pretty hard to get kills with in Fortnite. Last kills with traps are almost impossible to get with traps in Fortnite. Like, you basically need to play against someone who's dumb, and to have built a fort that's big enough to have a bunch of traps in it, like, Cypher PK pulled off what was basically the best bait of all time. He built this big tower and then put a jump pad down at the bottom of it. At the top of this tower, there were a bunch of damage traps put against all of the walls in the ceiling. Really, this plan never should have worked. I mean, it was crazy. Who would be dumb enough to jump on a jump pad into a giant tower of traps at the end of the game? But the thing is, it worked out perfectly because apparently people are like children and they love trampolines, so that is my only explanation for that. And the last person in the game hopped onto the jump pad and was sent straight up into the damage traps that were waiting for them, and they were killed instantly by the spikes. All of it caught on stream for all to see.
Oh God, let's see if he'll use it.
I think if we go up there, he'll follow us.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna use it. Please. Yes! Oh my God, it worked! Oh my God, I got the angle and everything. GG.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it and everything. That's so many spikes.
I literally just heard the crunch.
Oh my God. I need that to be clipped. I need it to be posted on the daily Fortnite.
Oh my God! Oh!
That's what I just want to show you guys.
that just about concludes this week's episode of the 5 most insane Fortnite plays of the week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.